Okay, so I have got a buyer for your house and I want to prove it real quick. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, if you would say so. All right. 932 listings in Buckeye. That includes up here in Festival, which is way up on the high side of top northwest corner of Buckeye, out here in Tartesso, and then the majority of it is in the eastern part of Buckeye here. This is Verado area. This is Blue Horizons, Vista de Montana, and then this is over the rest of it, West Park, Sundance, etc. Okay, so 932 homes. I am looking at 879 when I take it to single family residences. Okay, what I want to show you is that homes are sitting on the market far too long, and I'm going to talk about why the best way to sell your house is with me and through this process right now. I'm going to go days on market. Days on market, and I want to look at homes that are 150 minimum days on the market, and we're going to go to 145 homes. Okay, that's a lot of homes, right? These homes are probably in no threat of being sold right now. Let's just be honest, right? And look at that, folks. Homes at $299. All right, so I'm going to pull one of these houses because they've been on the market for a long time. The reason why I'm using one of these old houses is twofold. I want you to see in real time how fast I can get an offer. And second of all, these homes are listed, so they disqualify themselves. So it's really important that you listen up. In order to be able to qualify for one of these offers, your home cannot be listed. Once it gets listed, it's like the rubber meets the road right there, right? I can say, hey, I could sell your house for 375 grand. It'd probably take me 60 days. But when it goes on the market, and if it doesn't sell in 60 days, that's where the rubber met the road. That's the litmus test. So the investors that are buying, they want to buy homes that are off market. And that's it. I fought that for the longest time, but that's it. They're like, listen, if the house is on the market, then we know, and it's been on the market for 90 or 120 or 150 days, then that is distressed. It's a distressed property, right? It's a problem property. It's proven that it isn't selling at what you believe it to be, the value to be. Here we go. I'm going to put in this one right here, 26644 West Burnett Road. Okay. Once again, this property does not qualify for an offer. Okay, Buckeye, here it is. It pulls it up. I hit search. Folks, there's four valuers, four APIs here: Zillow, RE API, Redfin, and the Realtor. Those are the four aggregating APIs that this is pulling from. So it'll come up with four different valuations. And then I'm getting cash offers from Zudilio, which is here in Arizona. Easy Street Offers, which my man Dan Noma runs. Easy Street Offers, they sell a couple of thousand properties a year. They're up here in Phoenix. They also can bid on these properties. Folks, every single major investor, property investor, is on this platform to make offers on your home. There are other parameters that for the buy box of these investors, but for the most part, they're not buying anything with a solar loan or lease, and they're not buying anything that's been listed within 6 months. Okay, so boom, here we go. This is showing that they'll make an offer, but they won't make an offer. The only way I could get them to take an offer here is with the dual close, which a dual close is exactly that. They give you a portion of the money up front, and then you get out. They resell the home. They've got a couple of different setups for the dual close. Okay, so on this particular property, what did I say? What's it listed for? It's in the MLS. Burnett, 378. Been on the market for, and it's listed by someone here in the same company I work for. Location, location, location. It says, okay. Sun City Festival, 378, been on the market for 191 days. That's a long time. Listen, folks, if I'm right and the market is changing, when it changes fast. Okay, were you around in the mid 2000s when we had the mortgage meltdown, where real estate just stopped? It just stopped selling in a moment. And then the next day you couldn't get a mortgage loan. And then over the next couple of years, the market just plummeted. Okay, this has been brewing for some time, I believe. Okay, if you're in the market potentially this year, you should be paying attention. You should be calling me so that we can go over your options to sell the house. Sure, I want to sell it retail and get you the greatest ROI, but if we are going into a downturn, here's what I'm going to show you, is that this is the only way that it makes sense to sell the home. See, look, single offer would have been a single close offer at 382 from one of the buyers. Now they have their own program fees, okay? They're going to resell the home, so they build that into their offer. Their offer basically comes in at 85% of value, right? Because you got 9.6 program fee, 84% of value net to owner. That's one offer, one way to do it. Now the other way is to get a freedom lock. Same buyer, what they do is say, hey, you pay a $3,500 lock fee and we will lock in your offer for 150 days, that $382,000. So that you can go ahead and go to retail and see if, hey, can you sell it for more? And if you can, then you get the upside. If you can't, let's just say 60, 90 days, you're like, we're not even getting any showings. And Andrew's like shooting all sorts of crazy video, and he's obviously getting traffic, but the market's not moving. Then you can cash in that chip and take that freedom lock where you have the guarantee. It's a guaranteed buy. And so it only makes sense, folks. What I'm offering here is clarity and convenience. And more importantly, you know where you're at when you're going in, okay? Even if it's a number you don't like, right? Like everybody wants to believe their house is worth, say, $550. But if it goes on the market for $550 and then it winds up selling at $500, well, $500 is really what it's worth, right? And so I'm Andrew, Texidor. My brand is Clearly Sold, brokered by HomeSmart. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you do whatever you want, sell the way you want, whether it's convenience or return on investment. I believe I've got the best ways for you. 602-909-9414 is my direct number. Clearlysold.com. You can look at all your selling options. And I have it where you can submit your property right now, but I'm not at the point where I'm releasing offers to you directly, because we're still working on the way the offers are delivered in complete transparency. This platform is just been released, although it's been in works for years. We've got a couple of new buyers on here and their offers are different. So if you've never looked at an offer other than maybe a settlement statement from a title company, these will confuse you. I don't do anything if I can't play a part in your decision making, right? And so I want to play a part in it. I want to be a relevant factor in buying and selling real estate here in the Valley.